tradies and gentlewomen. We want to ask you before we start this episode to please head over to where you listen or, get our content in and get behind the boys. It helps us help you. Enjoy yourselves. Here with a full squad today. How you doing, lads?
Not doing too bad, buddy.
Not bad, mate. Bit sore, but not bad.
To start off with, how's the new job going, Ned?
It's good, man. It's really good. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. Good group of boys. Shout out if any are listening. I'll make them listen eventually once I drill it into them enough. But yeah, it's fucking good. It's mad working with it's actually just good working with a good mate kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, me and you work together, and it's always just makes the day that little bit more enjoyable.
And it's just in the sense that Froome doesn't have to edge around words or something with me. He can just be you fuck that. We got to fix that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. It actually helps me get the point a lot quicker than what I would if I was learning off somebody that I was getting to know at the same point in time.
Yeah, because then there's that little bit of awkwardness there, and yeah, you don't really have that when you're just learning from a homie.
And you've never seen, I swear to God, we need to put one of those speed cameras up against Usain Bolt's legs when he runs the fucking 100 meters, and then Froome's hands when he ties fucking mesh together.
Fast as fuck, eh?
Fast as fuck.
How's it? What do you reckon,
Froome? Setting land speed records for that shit, bro. I reckon there was 12 bits of steel that we had to tie the other day. Granted, it was my first time doing it, so I was really learning. I tied one, or was getting through tying one, looked up, and he was 3 in. Finished tying that one, looked up, and he was standing next to me. So, what?
Yeah, you get there, mate. You get there.
Comes
It'd be when I. What were you saying, for him?
It comes with doing it for 5 years, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Ned. When I first started with you, I was slow, but then by the time I'm used to doing it, you gradually pick up the speed and everything will gradually get easier and easier.
Yeah, that's it, man. I'm getting better at things. Yeah. Excited for next Monday because it's a poor day. So apparently it's a big fucking whole big fucking thing.
And fucking have lunch, bro. Back your lunch. You're eating on the go, bro. You're not sitting.
That's all I do anyway, man.
Like a sandwich, eh?
Yeah, fucking oath. As Mitchie will tell you, bro. If there's time to lean, there's time to fucking clean. Can't get up.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man. He's gonna stress so much on Monday, isn't he?
Oh fuck yeah! Shout out, Mitchie. Love you, bro. You're funny, cunt.
We love you, buddy. Just take a load off. It's okay.
I don't know you, man, but you seem right over the boys. Well, speaking of bringing your lunch, Ned, I want to start off with a hypothetical. That hypothetical is: if you were a food, what kind of food would you be?
Ned's
I'll start it off.
Wrap.
A chicken wrap?
Yeah, that's Ned.
Oh yeah, I could see it.
That's been lunch for probably the last 10 days, I reckon.
See how cheeky wrap?
Love the chicken wrap, Neddy.
I've actually thought about that, and I don't know. It actually kind of describes me well enough. I'm convenient, not too fucking wrapped in a nice package.
I love
always there when you need it. Just reliable.
Okay, I've thought of myself as hot chips. On a good day, top tier. You can't get better. On a fucking bad day, soggy, not easy to digest, just horrible. So I like that. You've got some thought behind your wrap.
Not easy to digest. I've never heard you describe so perfectly.
Yeah, just chips, hot chips.
Oh fuck!
I put some thought.
So
behind
you
it.
know, you know.
Oh well, if you know, you know, you know. What about you, Froome?
I don't know. I get hit with these fucking questions about what food would you be and would you love me if I was a food and shit off me missus. Would you love me if I was a broccoli? What the
fuck? Marley would be getting some broccoli, eh?
Oh,
what would be happening?
Strangest dog.
The best. I think that's the staffies, bro. They just love any type of food. Try feed a lettuce. Just pulled apart lettuce. Watch her put it in her mouth and just be what the fuck? Spit it out.
Fucking bro, she eats bits of cucumber and fucking strawberries and shit with Sarah. She's the healthiest dog I know.
That's fucking wow.
Out there before trying to get some fucking peach off her and shit. Sarah's sitting there eating it. Marley's just sitting at her feet come on, fucking give me some.
Staffies are the most interesting dogs, though. I love them. Fucking love them. Netherlands.
I'd probably be a rack of ribs.
Rack of ribs?
Yeah, fucking love them. Can't go wrong.
Eat enough of them that you turn into a rack of ribs, you reckon?
Fuck yeah. Every time I go every time I go somewhere, bro, and there's a rack of ribs, I just get it because like it just gives you entitlement to be a grub at like a fancy restaurant. Like no one expects you to eat ribs with a fucking knife and fork. Just pick that shit up with your hands and fucking go to town.
Yeah, that is true.
It's acceptable to look like a grub when you got a rack of ribs in front of you.
Yeah,
that's very true. I also feel like that's a fair. I also feel like. Wait, hang on. I forgot what you said. What was the first thing you said?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's been a long day.
Be a rack of ribs. Like
no.
Yeah.
God damn it! You had something, and then I had something in my head. Now it's fucking gone.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Fucking gone bush, mate.
On
the way of the mask.
No mask.
Anybody find that?
We had a few people out looking. Honestly, no one.
How did the search party go?
No one even come close to finding it. No sight, and it's nothing. So,
Remy, have you seen the mask lately? Any masks around? Absolutely. Like, because we got no masks here.
No.
There's none to be heard of.
Nothing.
Crickets.
Fucking even nothing out his way, man. That's weird.
It is weird.
I think the mask is truly gone.
It's fucking, yeah. I mean, if we do stumble across it, we'll let you know, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good nearly at all.
But you were speaking about staffies.
We were, yeah.
And you made me not watch a video about staffy, but a dog before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know that was one of your topics this week.
It is.
Well, why don't I let you explain it, because you've obviously watched a bit more about this guy.
Okay, so this dude's name is Lee Asher, but his channel is called The Asher House. So he pretty much runs a sanctuary for dogs, and at the moment, I believe he's got 27 dogs on this fucking thing. They're all rescues, and they go from like all different kinds of dogs. So I sent Nettie a video of a husky and one of a Frenchie. He's got Labradors, every kind of dog you could think of. He's got one. He pretty much like takes these dogs from like, being abused or just being like abandoned whatever situation they're in, and takes them to his like sanctuary with his like dog pack, and he's got like fucking llamas and all types of animals. Yeah, and pretty much takes these dogs from being it's a crazy. I don't know how big this place he lives on, but it is like he's got his own like river running through it and whatnot, and he like walks the dogs to this river, like, and they go play in it, and it's like the first thing he tries to do when he like gets an animal back, if they're like not too scared and timid, is take them on like a pack walk, which is like all the animals just walk together, and then they go to this river, play in the river for a bit, then they go back to the house. Yeah. This dude is like, this dude might be like legit one of the best humans that exist in.
He's a fucking saint.
Dude, it's ridiculous, hey?
The thing that I noticed as well, right? You like, everybody has probably seen these kind of videos pop up on like your Facebook or whatever it is, where it's like set to sad piano music the entire time, and it shows you like the dog or like whatever abused animal it is in like its absolute worst fucking state kind of thing. So it's like, not to say that like, these things shouldn't be shown, but I feel like a lot of them are designed to try and like make you upset.
Yeah.
So the difference in between that and this guy's videos, like, for instance, I have only watched that one about the husky named. All right, let's get into that.
Oh, bro.
Dude, I'm nearly getting upset thinking about it now. It's fucking, like, I don't understand how people can be like this to animals. So he was involved, starts talking at the start about how there was a bunch of huskies on this fucking puppy farm. And he was completely under the impression until the car like turned up and the lady got out that he was getting the mother of some of like the puppies that he's taken in.
8 puppies, husky puppies.
Yes, so he's taking them in from this puppy farm. All of a sudden the lady gets out and goes, "No, it's a boy." And she opens the door to this beautiful fucking husky man with like the saddest look on its face. And then he asks like, "Oh, like what's its name?" And she goes, "He doesn't have one."
Yeah. It's heartbreaking. Hey?
He didn't have a name. He had never had human interaction. And then the first point that the dude brings up is like, what's the first thing a dog does when you like take it in a car and you like take it to the park or the beach or just anywhere in general? You open the door and they fly the fuck out because they like generally A, don't like the car, and B, know that there's something good at the other end. The dog just sat in the car because it had never been in one before.
Well,
and it
like
understood.
Safe,
the way he explained it is like he feels that this is safe. Nothing bad has happened to him in here. Something bad could happen to him out there, so he doesn't want to leave the car.
Yeah,
and it's just that like the time that he fucking takes, and just like he just videos over a couple of days. Dogs like hiding behind like a spa or something like that for the first 3 days. Then he finally gets it out with the pack. Then it's fucking running around with everybody else, and he gives it a fucking name, and it's just such a fucking like this guy's a beautiful human.
It's funny watching his videos because at the start of the videos he's always like, "I'm just fostering this dog." Then you watch this like a year and a half later, and he still just has the dog. You're like, every dog you get, you can just tell he'll like say, "Oh, I can't keep this one," but then he'll like, because he's usually when he goes and first picks the dog up, he'll take like one of his friends with him to film. Which is like, because then he can just have his like focus on it. But yeah, he just says every time, like, "Oh, I can't keep this one," but then he like turns around and smirks, like, "We all know I'm keeping it." Like, but it's like, yeah, he'll get a lot of dogs that are like kind of like later in their life, like they've just been through hell, and he'll literally have them for like, you know, a couple of months, just give them the best life possible, and then yeah,
if you got the property and the money, why not?
Yeah, well, he does I feel like he used to do what I don't know what for work, but then he started this like the Asher Foundation, I think it's called. Yeah, and pretty much like started it off with a couple of dogs, and then it's gradually just like more and more and more, and then he like moved to a bigger property with like the river and everything like that. It was just like an all around, just like you couldn't be a better human than that guy. I don't care what you do or who you think you're, like how good you think you are. You're not as good as Lee Asher. There's no chance. No chance, bro. Not as good as Lee. Let's go on a lighter note, boys. Maths.
Oh fuck!
I don't know if that's a lighter note, to be honest. Even.
Well, yeah, that's going weird places.
Well, we gotta.
Should we start with the drama first before we get into Simpsville?
Simpsville.
I mean, you can be the boss for now. I don't think you're going to be for long, Ned. So you can boss this segment for now.
Oh fuck! Well, see, that's the thing. I haven't watched. I only like really started paying attention last night. But
yeah, well, it was a good night to start paying attention to.
What's Hugo's wife's name?
I don't know.
Is it Olivia?
Who's Hugo?
Well, Hugo's like the one dating the chick from Tassie with the blonde chick.
The annoying blonde chick. Is her name Olivia?
Nah. Taylor?
Taylor.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, so like, I was like, I can't remember what I was doing last night. I had the TV like turned up so I could hear it, and I was folding washing. And I heard her just like, he tried to say like 3 words, and she just pipes up and just says, "Shut up. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say." And I was just like, what the fuck?
And you literally, everyone at the table was like, well, did you hear like earlier? Did you watch earlier in the episode?
When they were all like meeting for drinks.
Yeah, they like meet before they go in for dinner.
Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, it came out that your missus got like the butt dial, and then so apparently Hugo called that
future
blonde
ex
chick.
Mrs. Ned.
Yeah, future ex Mrs. Ned. But Hugo called that blonde chick a cunt apparently in the butt dial. So,
fucking accurate.
So like she knew about that beforehand, so she was a bit stroppy, I'd say.
Yeah.
I read today in like an article thing or whatever that apparently Hugo called a fucking bitch and a frigid cunt or something like that.
Oh no. But I mean,
the fucking yeah, that dinner party was very interesting. Everyone got fucking reamed out on that one.
Well, like little mass update. Jesse and Claire wrote stay. Jesse had to stay. But it seems like they're starting to get along again. Thoughts?
He should leave.
Yeah, but like he can leave. he can write leave every time he wants. If she just keeps writing stay, he's got to wait it out.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it progresses once they get to that week where they all go and see their families and shit.
Yeah. Well, like,
that's going to be fun for her.
They had family there during this week. They had Claire's dad. And yeah, he kind of like broke the ice for him, I'd say, to a certain degree. He like gave.
What did he say?
Oh, he said some good things, Ned. I'm not going to try to repeat any of it because I'd butcher it, but just pretty much like, if it's worth fighting for, usable fight, like this, that, the other. He said some pretty
heavy shit.
Yeah,
she is taking Jesse. She's taking Jesse to do all the shit that he loves. So I suppose if you've got to stay for the week, you might as well fucking have fun with her. But then she's just gonna write stay, and he's gonna still want to leave.
Yeah, so he just doesn't get it. Like, he's just got to cop it regardless. Like, he's just got to go along with a ride, which he said is what he was gonna do. So yeah, she took him to like a music shop and went to play squash, and then they had the dinner party.
Yeah, he loves squash.
Okay.
Playing guitar or whatever. So.
Right. Okay. Well, she's trying. But anyway, back to the dinner party.
Oh, Jesus.
So after Taylor fucking had her piece, then all of a sudden everybody starts going in on Dan.
Oh, before we get to that thing, we talk about the not Dan, but the other guy. Who's the other guy that's like all muscly and fucking
Adam, isn't it?
I don't think his name's Adam.
No, Adam's gone.
Yeah, Adam was like one of the first ones. Who's like the fucking?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but
Duncan or something.
Nah, not Duncan. He's with he's with Bronte. If that helps.
Hold on.
Harrison bloke.
Harrison, he's the one. That guy is, bro. The last commitment ceremony, he come in and he was just like full fake cried, talking about his partner's endo. You could tell he sat down and was like, "All right, here we go, boys."
Look, yeah, his missus has like endometriosis or however you pronounce it.
I think that was pretty spot on. To be fair,
something like that. I don't know how to say it. It affects like women's ovaries and.
Oh, okay.
I don't like women. Don't crucify me if that's not correct, but that's what I believe it is.
Yeah, I don't think three dudes should be trying to explain it.
Yeah, like I feel like that's what it is. It's got something to do with their ovaries or something like that.
But yeah, okay, yeah, but his partner, he was having problems with that, and yeah, he could have just come in and been like, "Look, we've both written stay, everything's going well," but he just like sat down and tried to pull on like this crazy pity party and got full called on it.
And that music they had like playing in the background.
Oh, dude, everything about it was so funny. Like, it was the cringiest thing to watch. Hey, like, oh my god.
She's like laying down and like she couldn't make it tonight and like she got endometriosis and like carrying on and like the fact that like the show themselves like put that music over it and like made the piss take about it.
Made it more dramatic.
Yeah, like just like he was trying to act and they made it like as if you're the shittest actor on the planet.
Well, the dude full called him afterwards, like whoever the guy is on the panel. He was just like, "Yeah, I don't reckon you're being real with us here, eh? Like, what have you written? Like, but oh, dude, just chaos." Yeah, all right, back to Dan, fucking self-proclaimed animal or beast or whatever he said when he was like full hyping himself up to his partner.
When I'm in the when I'm in the gym,
yeah,
I go to the gym, go for a run, go to the ocean. It was fucking beast mode.
Yeah,
what's something you said like that?
Just like the word. I love how he's just like full making out that his partner's just like some heifer.
Yeah,
it's just like, maybe she wants to go to the gym or something, man. Like, relax.
Yeah, well, he's like, oh, if I spend as much time at the gym as you do on this couch, well, apparently you're at the gym the entire time she's on the couch. So
dude, 6 hours a day. That guy's 6 hours a day. He should be ripped, man, jacked, and he's just like, you can tell he's like kind of overweight. Like, runs a little bit, but
he's such a fucking idiot. But he's like, if I spend as much time sitting on the couch or whatever, like, she like is literally sitting there waiting for you to get back because she wants to go do shit.
Yeah, because you're on a fucking reality TV show together.
but like you're not there, so like what do you want her to go do? And he's like, oh, but you just have your time and I have me time.
It's full super sus that he's like full saying I'm spending the full weekend with my kids, and then goes out with the boys, but then even says at the dinner party, oh yeah, my kid was asleep. It's fine. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, he has extremely fucking weird priorities. That's for sure.
Well, he was pretty much running rings around everyone at the table, and then Ned, you want to like take it from here?
And then the new love of my life stepped in, Griff.
She did. I was going to say,
holy shit,
it was a special lady.
So
stood up.
I'd seen like pictures of her, obviously, and you know she sort of like just calls Dan out at the table, Evelyn, that is, and then orders him out into the fucking room. He says, all right, we're going to have a talk. Even just the way that she did that, I was just like, all right, that's interesting.
Starting to blush
I'm a little invested now.
Starting to blush a little bit.
I spend fucking 10 hours a day in the sun now. Cunt. I fucking haven't had vitamin D in 10 years. I was fucking walking around yesterday and fucking Mitch and Johnny were checking on me like they were my mum. They're like, you have sunblock on? Yeah. Like, you turning purple, cunt.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, make sure you got it Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one. And 36 degrees. But anyway, so she drags Dan out into the fucking little foyer where they have their drinks. And she sort of says her piece of like, you know, I heard what I heard kind of thing. Because, you know, he fucking like bud dialed me. So I know exactly what you said and in what context it was said. So why the fuck would you say it? And then he sits there and tries to justify himself for a couple of minutes, and it full looks like she's invested. She's like, even her body language as well. She's like sitting there like stroking the pillow, like in front of him, which is like I don't know. It's like it just seemed like something that was throwing him off as well. Because if you looked, he was like sort of looking down at it every now and then. It's like something that sort of lulls people into a false sense of security. And she was just like looking like she was really invested. Lets him say his piece, and then just turns around straight after it and goes, yeah, none of that's real.
Yeah. No, you're completely fake. Like, oh, you're good, aren't you? And he's like, what do you...
Oh, that was just like... Huh? I was like, what?
No, he even said thanks. He's like, thanks. And then he like stopped and he's like, wait. What does she mean?
He's that stupid.
Yeah. No, she's just that smart, dude. She picked that motherfucker apart from all different angles, man. That was fucking so funny to watch.
No, it was amazing.
Destroyed him.
Yeah, just the look on his face after. Yeah, exactly. Like he said, like thanks, and then he was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, what do you mean?
He sort of like half got up, and he was like, "Hang on, that's not good."
No. Yeah, she fucking. It's good to see like a female on there like that. I guess it's just like savage and just like willing to just like. Not just like full call them out on their shit, but like make them accountable for their shit. I feel like that was the best part. Like she was just sitting there like, oh, you know, don't you have something to say? Like you're not being honest here, and I like that. That was the best part.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you know, she wasn't like throwing drinks and screaming at the table and shit like that. She literally dragged him out into another room and manipulated the answer out of him, and then just went, okay, that's all bullshit. So I'm gonna go back in there now.
Yeah.
Since, like, you're not going to tell me the truth.
Rupert still being super awkward, but, like, less awkward? How's that possible? Like, he's, like, still so awkward, but he's been heaps less awkward.
He's going to walk pretty fucking awkward after he fights me in a celebrity boxing match for the contract to Evelyn's marriage.
Yeah, well, I feel like...
Channel 9, set it up.
Yeah, Channel 9 boxing. We got the Ned versus Rupert.
Like I said to Prune today at work, I actually looked at him and was like, that cunt's pretty fucking tall, eh?
Nah, you'll be right. You'll be right, trust me.
Bigger they are.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, Channel 9 if you want to G it up. You know, we need to make Netherland a thing. And I'm not talking
100%.
I don't think it's a fair fight. I think it's murder in the first round, just through the pure drive that Ned's going to have for his girl. And then after his girl's going to fight my girl. I don't think I have any, like, challenges for that at the moment. Maybe Eddie Hearn. He might be my issue.
Just set up a blind date. Sign the contract.
Griff wins by murder.
Yeah. Easy. I'd feel. Maybe she'd just get picked apart before they could even actually fight. She'd just be crying in a corner somewhere. Speaking about badass women though, boys.
Yes.
We did it. We found female motivation. I feel like she's like a pretty new channel. I'm not too sure. I didn't deep dive too far into it. I just like came across some videos pretty much right after we recorded. So I feel like something was listening. The name is Sid Grows. So SYDGROWS. She's like a fitness influencer, I'd say. Like lifts weights and shit. Is that fitness influencer? She's like a weightlifter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. And she's just like all about the girls and like, she's not one of the ones that's just like, oh yeah, girls this, girls that, and fuck all the dudes. Like, why are you looking at me? She's not like full awkward like most of the gym fitness chicks. She's got like gym homies and like gym chick friends that she just like mainly does her shit with. Just a mad channel for the chicks to get behind. So, you know, two with like the probably like 3 chicks that listen to our potty. Get behind it.
Jump on over.
Yeah, well, there's a loser to a good cause. We did put a video out on TikTok. And a dude commented. His name's Yo-Yo-O. But I
Yo-Yo-O. Shout out, yo.
Yo. Oh. He did say some chick. I don't know how to say her name. Leia Hailpern.
Probably, yeah.
I feel like she's just like into like promoting like Bitcoin and shit from what I could find. Unless there's like multiple. I don't know. But what I could find, this chick was just talking about like Bitcoin and why you should buy Bitcoin and all this other stuff.
Maybe it still falls somehow into the realm of women empowerment, but I don't know.
I don't.
But yeah, that's Sid Grows chick is yeah, definitely the right like path to follow.
Yeah.
As to what we were talking to, as opposed to what we were like kind of referencing last week.
Yeah, I agree. Like even if you're not so much into like, you know, lifting, because I feel like she does like a lot of lifting and bulking and stuff like that. I feel like it's a good thing to get behind. She talks a lot about getting over gym shyness. So, and she talks about that being for male or female. So if you're shy to get to the gym, go start your channel out. And you can thank us later. Speaking about like channels and shit, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, fucking we're everywhere. We're everywhere. Anywhere that you can look, you can find us. So get behind us. You like that? I'm fucking rapping and shit. Don't know that even trying. Too fucking good. Bars, boys, bars. Have you boys ever seen the movie The Green Mile?
Bits and pieces. I've never actually watched the entire thing.
For him?
Pretty much the same as Ned. I don't think I've probably watched it through. I just can't remember.
Okay,
Remember
so
that huge bloke in it.
Massive dude. How big is that guy?
That guy is fucking huge. I'm pretty sure he's passed on now.
Yeah, I seen it.
Michael Clark Duncan.
R.I.P. Michael and Bernie. That dude's massive, bro. I want to see that guy like in comparison to like the Big Show. He'd be pretty close, or maybe bigger. He made Tom Hanks look like a child.
Definitely like more toned than the Big Show, even what the Big Show is now.
Dude, his arms and shit are huge, eh?
Fuck yeah.
Super good movie. Tom Hanks acting in that. Can we just talk about that? Top tier.
Tom Hanks acting in fucking like, it's weird how you like just watch movies for what they are or view things for what they are, right? Kind of thing. And you go through this weird period of, well, I did anyway. I went through this weird period of like disassociation with media because I kind of like lost I don't know, like the fantastical feel behind it kind of thing.
Is that like a spin-off?
What really fucked me up was Game of Thrones Season 8, but we'll get into that at some fucking later period of time. Anyway, I then started to sort of get back into like movies and TV shows and stuff, but appreciate like the realness of it kind of thing. Instead of watching a scene that would be like emotional and then sitting there like, oh, that was like a, you know, really good scene because of the story and shit like that. I'm just more appreciating like the performances that people put on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You ever watch Catch Me If You Can?
Yeah, with Leo.
Yeah. You watch that through? fucking good movie. You might actually really enjoy it.
I don't watch movies, bro.
But I know you like it, you're into like, you know, like sort of crime and thriller and that kind of shit. It's about a dude. I'm pretty sure it's a true story. It's about a dude called Frank Abagnale, who was like one of the best like con men of all time. It was like being chased by the fucking FBI, CIA, fucking just everyone.
Yeah, right.
And was just like, yeah, and there's just this whole story of this dude being on his fucking tail and just like just getting close enough to catch him and him slipping away and fucking. Yeah, it's a really good movie.
It's a movie that like always kind of keeps you thinking a little bit. Hey, you're always like, oh shit, how's he gonna get out of this?
Yeah,
and he always manages.
But yeah, Tom Hanks is like I said, I haven't seen enough of The Green Mile to say he's really good in it, but I assume he is. He's fucking good in everything I've seen him in.
Yeah, I've never seen a Tom Hanks movie that I'm like, oh, he was horrible in that.
Like Castaway is him alone on an island for 90 minutes.
Oh, he had Wilson.
Oh man, it's fucking hell. We were talking about crying earlier. Like I cried so hard at that scene when I was a kid and I watched Castaway. I was like, he wanted more.
Just fucking
no.
Oh, Wilson.
And then just that, doesn't it like end with him painting another one, like just on the fucking side of a road, and then that's it?
I'm not too sure. I would have watched that movie so long ago.
Yeah,
it's crazy how like being in isolation just for ages on your own like that to start sending you crazy. Eh?
Yeah.
Speaking of, little Tate updater.
Where the fuck's he going with this segue?
So Andrew and Tristan Tate and the two assistants have been detained for yet another 30 days. So we're looking.
How long have they been detained for now? Like 2 months already?
2 periods of 30 days. And with like no evidence really being kind of looking like it's anywhere to be seen. So this like, their reason behind keeping them locked up is to obtain evidence still. But like by the looks of it, like they would have come out with it by now if they could come across any. I feel like
it makes zero sense, man. Like what? Like I thought that these holding periods were based on the concept, yeah, like you said, that they are looking for evidence, but how do you just like apply for another or just slap it on straight away? Like, no, we're going to hold you for another 30 days to find evidence. Because it's like that's literally like the stipulation of it. It's like we're taking you right now with no evidence for 30 days until we find it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they have to like go get it approved and everything. So it's going through a court to get approved.
Yeah, but it's also it's Romania.
Yeah, it's dodgy. But he's losing his mind, like Andrew is, man.
100%.
Somehow he's like still tweeting things out.
Did you see? Like, hang on, I'll try and get the photo up if you want to talk for another minute.
Yeah. Well, apparently he started receiving letters. So he wasn't receiving letters at first, but now he's receiving fan letters, and he can actually like sit and write and respond to them. So maybe that helps him not lose his mind as much. But he's coming out with some weird ass tweets. This is usual shit about like being like, you know.
I was awoken last night by an icy chill and identified a ghost in my prison cell. He was terrified and begged me not to annihilate him. I sent him back to hell with a message for the demons. I am always ready.
He's losing the plot, man.
Fucking what, cunt?
So is he fighting ghosts in his jail cell now? That's what's happening.
Oh man, he's fucking losing his marbles.
But you gotta like
100%.
He's used to just being near his brother or like near. Well, like him and his brother are super tight, so I'm gonna use that as an example. He's used to just being like everywhere with his brother. They do everything together, and now he's just like, and just having freedom. And now he's just locked in a cell. Can't do any of the shit he likes doing, and his brother's locked in a separate cell.
That doesn't even see him anymore.
Yeah, the only time they see each other is when they're in the van heading to the court.
Right.
And then, like, if they get... It's weird. Andrew's... I don't know about Tristan because he's not, like, kind of televised as much. But, like, Andrew had, like, a weird visitor in, like, a fucking trench coat and a hood that just came and visited him at some point, late at night.
What the fuck?
Yeah, cool. It's
just literally, like, cloak and dagger shit. Like...
It's some weird... Whatever's happening, super weird. But yeah, yet again, we're not going to be able to give you much of an update at the moment because there's nothing out about it.
Speaking of things that we should probably give an update on, I saw an interesting TikTok video the other day
Mm.
that I spoke to you about, but I don't think I've spoken to you about, Froomey. Remember we were talking a couple of weeks ago about how they were bringing up UFOs because the Epstein lists were getting released?
Yep.
Yeah, well, it seems like they've been released to some degree. The complete court transcript of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial has been released, and apparently it's a part of that. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've only seen this in one place, so it's really hard to go on this information. But it's also one of those things that a lot of the people that have been alleged to be in these files are in there.
Yeah, which is
So, I'm not going to sit here and say any names. If you want to go and search the internet and look at it yourself, but it's one of those things that it's getting harder and harder to disprove that this shit didn't happen.
You reckon Bill Cosby went there?
I think pretty sure he was on the list, man.
Yeah, he would have been there heaps, eh? He could have been not even having to drug girls to get it and just still we'll just...
Like I was saying to you the other day, man, if this list is real, there's a couple of people on there that, dude, it's fucking...
Yeah, well,
I don't know. It's one of those things you're looking at it and you're like, oh, yeah, I expect those people. And then you see a name and you're like, what the fuck?
yeah, some of the names that you said to me, I was like, no way.
Yeah, literally, you couldn't think in a million years that person would be capable of it.
No. But, yeah.
But then the point that I made to you, specifically with one of them as well, is what else have they really done? All of a sudden, they just, became really fucking powerful in Hollywood. They were in everything.
Which one was that? You should just whisper it into the mic so we all know.
I'm just going to say it because it might fucking come out, man. Apparently, Will Ferrell was on this.
Yeah,
list.
it's so devastating, eh?
Yeah.
Well, hasn't it come out that Jim Carrey, went there as well?
Jim Carrey's on the list too.
Yeah, fuck off. They're you don't need to know that shit, you know what I mean?
That's what I was, I started scrolling straight away after I seen Will Ferrell and then I seen Jim Carrey. I was like, if Adam Sandler's on this list, I'm just going to kill myself. It was literally every childhood movie is just fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to watch a childhood movie without being like, oh man, this guy done some fucking horrendous shit.
It's one of those things that's if you're listening to Ignition by R. Kelly, you can put it aside for 3 minutes. You can't put it aside for a fucking hour and a half long viewing of Happy Gilmore. That ain't gonna happen.
Nah. Yeah, you can't just kind of push it aside, you know what I mean? You gotta just...
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta cough it.
Fucking speaking of which,
what make fucking Billy Madison a whole lot harder to fucking watch now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That'd be rough.
Back to school, alright, eh? Jesus.
Oh, fuck! Oh my god! That took me a second. I was like, yeah, it would be. I was like, because he's rich. And then I was like, no! The worst thing!
He goes back to school.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Like I said, his day wasn't on the list. But,
sometimes you
sorry to fucking... Should you not? Gonna stop yourself there?
You just gotta be one with the kids, you know?
Okay. We're gonna act like that didn't happen. Anyway.
Just Homer shrinking back into the bushes.
Sorry to get away from your points too much, but R. Kelly was sentenced the other day.
For what?
For fucking being a pedophile, man.
I don't even know who R. Kelly is. You're saying I know him.
Remixed, the song Ignition?
No idea. Never heard it.
Right, I think of anybody on the planet, I should have expected that answer.
Yeah, I've no idea.
Anyway.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't put him with
R&B singer from back in the day. I Believe I Can Fly. You know that song?
Yeah, I thought of Chicks.
No, that was R. Kelly.
I was waiting for Griff to be like, do you?
I believe I can fly. That one?
That one. That was R. Kelly. Anyway, I can't remember exactly. I think it was fucking 11 years or 18 years or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was longer than 11. That's for sure.
But can you imagine the poor cunt at the prison that he goes to that has been cleaning up at the prison talent show for the past 5 years?
Oh, he's done.
All of a sudden, R. Kelly rocks in and he's just like, fuck.
Yeah, he's just done.
It's over.
I read something the chick he married or whatever was 15 and he ended up sleeping with her or whatnot, and then he married her so he couldn't get done for like fucking statutory rape. But
Yep.
also signed over, I think it was like the rights to his first 3 albums or something to her parents. So like,
what the fuck?
So like his first 3 albums or something, he made no money back off of it, or went to her parents. It was like a hush sort of fucking thing, and that like all came out in court.
Jesus. So he made the stupidest decision of his life on several counts, and then got fucked for it in the end anyway.
Yeah,
that's what you deserve.
Yeah, fucking suck shit.
Like I haven't watched.
There is some form of justice in the world.
Like I haven't watched it, but there's like a thing on Netflix called like Surviving R. Kelly.
Is he related to that Machine Gun Kelly? No. No relation at all?
I don't
think so. Hear him and who's that chick that he's with?
Simply because R. Kelly's like African American and Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly could be.
As white as him be.
Machine Gun Kelly wishes he was.
Yeah. Who's that chick that he was with? Megan Fox? I feel like they might have split up.
Yeah, I've seen something about that.
I've seen some things floating around on the socials. But yeah, I feel like they might have split because by the look of it, he might have done something shitty because she deleted all photos together and then followed everyone he's beefing with, which is hilarious. Pettiness and like, hilarious.
Everyone was saying that he was cheating on Megan Fox with his guitarist or whatever.
The dude.
Yeah, like Machine Gun Kelly. No, he's got a female guitarist. I'm pretty sure that plays, and he was like cheating. They were saying he was cheating on her with that bloke, but then like Megan Fox come out and was like, no, he wasn't doing any of that. They're just not together or some bullshit.
Okay.
I just seen like the thing for like an article saying Megan Fox says said there wasn't any cheating or whatever, but I didn't read it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens with them then, I guess. I don't know. I like maybe like 4 Machine Gun Kelly's songs, and they're all songs that he just put out on YouTube. Like nothing, no weird ass styles behind them. They're just him rapping, and they're all pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just lost a whole lot of respect for him after the way he acted during that Eminem shit.
Oh, yeah. Who do you give, like, obviously Eminem won, but like he did pretty well, right?
He did okay, but like you can't
with the rap devil
compete.
I mean,
like there's barely a rapper on the planet.
Yeah, and he did.
I don't think there is one.
He did okay. Rap
Devil's
a vibe.
That's the thing. There's better rappers than Eminem. There's not better like diss rappers than Eminem.
Oh, he's the best.
There's nobody in that industry that knows every word of the English language as well as he does.
Yeah,
he's literally he's read the dictionary multiple fucking times. He can like hit people with just like any fucking word, and he actually like knows the meaning.
Because he just changes the sounds of syllables and stuff like that to fit what he needs, and it's brilliant the way that he does it.
It's just all like the pronunciation of the word.
You've probably heard it from me. Have you heard the Ja Rule diss set to Hail Mary? It's like it's Eminem, 50 Cent, and Busta Rhymes.
Is Haley on that?
She's right at the start, and then it kicks in, and the
Haley,
chorus is like, "Come with me." That one?
Yeah.
Because
I know there's one
that like. There you go.
I was gonna say, I know there's one of them disses at the start where he's like, "Haley, bring Daddy his Oscar. We're gonna shove it up Ja Rule's ass."
Yeah, that's the one. And she's like, "Okay, Daddy."
Yeah,
and then this beat kicks in.
He's like, "Yeah." At first, he goes, "Haley, what do you want to be when you grow up?" He goes, "I don't know, but I don't want to grow up to be like Ja Rule's dirty ass kids."
That's the bestest involving family in the beef.
Oh, dude, I think my favorite part was the fact that like that's how 50 Cent and Ja Rule started beefing, just purely because 50 Cent jumped on that. Well, like just decided to get involved. I was seeing some interview the other day. He was like, "Man, we had no problems." He was like, but he started going to Eminem, and he was like, "Fuck that cunt."
It seems like a bad idea to go after Eminem. Hey,
it's a bad idea to go after 50 Cent. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that cunt will always be a gangster.
Yeah, and you can shoot him, and it just, I don't know. Maybe you got to shoot him 10 times. I don't know.
Well, dude, there was also another interview where he's talking about, I can't remember who he was on with, but the interviewer starts talking about, like, if you get up and hit me in my mouth right now, I'm going to get my friend who's like a boxer to hit me in my mouth, and then I'm going to like sue you and say that you did it all to me. And 50 Cent just goes, that's fine, man, because I'm going to take the same money that you would get and give it to the homies, and they're going to shoot the shit out of you.
Mm. Yeah, I have seen that. That's
with a straight face, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Gator don't play no shit. Gator being 50 Cent.
Yeah, this bitch is better be wearing jeans.
Yeah, he's a fucking man's a beast.
Fuck, that's a good movie.
Yeah, and who was it in the interview years ago? I think it was The Game. He's like, you notice in that whole feud I had with 50, I went after 50, I went after fucking everybody, but I stayed the fuck away from the white boy. Yeah. Everybody knows you don't fuck with the white boy. He like talking about Eminem.
Yeah, you gotta be careful around him. He'll fucking tear you to shreds.
That's how he got to where he is, by just tearing cunts to shreds.
Yeah,
and just being a crazy cunt. It's one of those things that like those white guys that hang out with groups of black dudes in America. It's generally because the white guy is the craziest one there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong.
What would you like to move on to next? There is a multitude of ways we could go. Maybe we should talk about the footy being back on?
It is back on. It is. Well, I had a point that I wanted to talk about that. Wayne Bennett's their new coach for the season.
The Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Terrible name. I feel like you could like have a heaps more intimidating name.
Oh, they've been a club up in Queensland for years, like Redcliffe.
Okay, they're just getting like introduced.
Yeah, they've been given like a promotion into the NRL because they're looking to expand the competition.
Well, they're doing well, getting Wayne Bennett as their coach. Former Broncos coach. I don't know where he went after that.
He went
everywhere, man.
He went from Brisbane to Newcastle to Brisbane
St George,
or Brisbane to the Dragons to St George.
Okay, well, obviously,
Newcastle to the Dragons or vice versa.
He did his best work when he was at like the Broncos, obviously, because like when he was at the Broncos, they were like, obviously they had a great team. They had like Darren Lockyer, fucking.
He went and coached England's national team for a while as well.
Yeah, so just everywhere made bank, but now he's gonna make some more bank by coaching the Dolphins. What's their team like for him? Is their team alright?
Oh, well, considering you've only got they only had, I suppose, the people to pick from were only the people that were off contract.
Yeah, that's true.
Like most of the stars are like still tied up in contracts, but they've made a few good signings. So I don't think they'll win the competition. But
maybe a team to look at in the future though.
Yeah, give it like a couple of years, I feel. Like before they can start. But like next year, more players will come off contract and want to go there because of like players will sign or will be trying to sign.
Yeah. Feels yeah.
Bennett's only signed on to coach for a year.
Okay. He might go fucking coach like under 16s or something after this to like, keep growing his resume.
So he can say he's been everywhere.
Yeah. Right. Everywhere. Oh, what do you mean by everywhere? I've coached every team. Every grade of every team. There is.
He's not
calm down.
young either.
Bennett? No, he's getting older.
Fuck yeah.
He was coaching when I was like still into footy, and that was a long ass time ago, and even then he looked old.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Did he win? He took the Dragons to the Premiership, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, pretty sure he did.
I don't think they'd been there in a while.
Yeah, that was like back in like 2010 or something, I feel.
That picture that your mum has in the garage, Wayne Bennett was coaching them that year.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they had a good team then too. Classic team, mate. Mark Gasnier, like Matt Cooper.
But who's playing tonight for him?
Parramatta and Melbourne.
True. Yeah. That's right. It's always the grand final rematch that starts off the year, hey?
It was Penrith and Parramatta for the grand final last year.
Right.
I've said it once. I'll say it 1,000 times. Parramatta doesn't even matter. And it's scientifically proven.
Well, fucking hell, like, I think my team might have a slightly better year this year.
Who do you go for?
Assume. Bulldogs, unfortunately.
Just change team. You can just change team. Like you're an out. Like, you're allowed to be like, nah, fuck that team.
They're half Penrith now. Fucking taking heaps of their players.
Oh really?
Yeah, which is like ironic because like the entire reason that I go for the Bulldogs is literally because like my dad asked like what team do you want to support, and I was like, who's that playing against the Panthers right now? It's like the Bulldogs. I'm like, I'll support them.
I was in the same kind of situation. I was like, oh, what team do you go for, Dad? And he's like, if you're going to follow any team, you got to follow the Russian Rioters. And I was like, I don't even know who that is. But yeah, so I ended up So instead of following them, I ended up just following the Dragons because it was just an easier option.
Oh my god!
Like I could watch more of their games, local and everything. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck. But yeah, so it's going to be an exciting round of action then.
Well, I feel like it starts like
what your days at Thursday.
I'm not probably going to keep an eye on it, but I'll keep an eye on like results. But I can't watch a game of footy. I get way too bored.
Do they still have
I'll watch.
Is it still like
all sport? I'll keep the heaps updated.
Well, that's what I thought for him, and I did have written down here, but I can't find it because I'm fucking done shit. But just like new Froome segment potential. I don't know how we can go with it. Maybe you could just give us your thoughts on the round for the weekend. Let us know who you think's going to come. Like, you know, if there's any underdogs, if they're going to come from behind. Maybe something along them lines.
If there's some teams that can possibly make
make a splash, you reckon?
Comeback.
Make a splash from behind, you reckon? Just like something along them lines. Just creep up out of nowhere, fucking.
Oh fuck.
hit him with a Ray J.
Hit him with a Ray.
The Ray J. The good one. That is a good one. I feel like we could probably like save these for when we could delve into more football rules, because we're gonna have people listening that have no idea what NRL rules are at all.
Yeah, that's also true.
So I can delve into these.
Overseas viewers, it's rugby league, not rugby union.
Yeah, rugby league. Yeah, a lot less kicking. I'd say
tackling.
Yeah, way more tackling. Less shoulder charge, but we'll get into shoulder charging at a later point.
Oh yeah.
Will we ever say the biff again?
No. Oh,
yeah, bring it back.
On the odd occasion. On the odd occasion, they get into it.
I love in hockey how they can just like, if they both agree and drop a glove, they're just allowed to fight. The ref will just like circle them and be like, yeah, he's a G.
Yeah, and then
the refs.
Then they go for like 2 minutes in the sim bin after that or something, and just
yeah,
go out and keep playing.
Dude, it's like encouraged.
Dude, it's not even like the ref like lets them go. It's unsafe for the referee to try and break it up until one person falls down, because if he tries to break it up while they're scrambling, it's like, and it's happened before, it's likely that one of them will fall and the other one will fall on top of them, because they take their helmets off, their skates flick up, and people have been like fucked up from it before. So it's now a rule of like they let them punch on, and if some cunt gets fucking slapped, then it's just like hands off after that, and they fucking pick him up and everybody goes to the sin bin.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you drop, even if you drop to a knee,
that's it. Like, it's pretty much the fight's done. It's over. Like the ref comes over and like sort of jumps on that person then.
So maybe they could encourage like something like that into rugby league, whereas it's like, as long as it's a one-on-one fight, you guys can have a scrap. But it's like, you know.
Dude, have you seen that? There's a fucking weird sport in like Europe or some shit where it's literally that. It's like soccer but MMA.
I love
So there's just a game of soccer being played, but you can just punch on with cunts.
Yeah, that's fire. Like
when some cunt's marking you, you can literally just fucking just turn them around and just boots.
Give them the old whistles.
That sounds fucking sick. Let's go play some of that.
Yeah, it sounds.
I'm just gonna grab a drink.
No worries, buddy.
No, darling, man.
We should probably find something to finish out here.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the well. Obviously, we're going to finish out with what we're going to finish out with, but I like the second last topic that you have. It's an interesting one. Favorite cartoons growing up outside of regular, like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, that kind of shit.
Okay, I wrote down for this. I wrote Ed, Edd and Eddy. Not a great cartoon, but pretty. Yeah, it was literally on all the time. You didn't have to like follow what happened from the last episode. You could just kind of tune in. there was these crazy girls that were like living in a junkyard near them that would try like do all kinds of crazy shit to them. And it was just like three homies. One was extremely stupid, one was extremely smart, and one was just like thought he was like God's gift to fucking ladies, I guess.
Thought he was the coolest cunt around.
Yeah. And like, yeah, these three homies just like ran around doing crazy adventures together, trying to get away from the sisters that lived in the junkyard. It's a cool show. No real sense to it, but I've always even liked movies like that, I guess.
I always liked Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah. I've seen that pop up recently somewhere. I don't think I've
like they redid it.
Oh really?
Like there's new episodes of it or something.
That's mad.
Yeah, that was always fucking mad. And there's something else that I'm thinking of that I can't think of right now.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog was another good one, but I feel like
that was like weird as well, but like
yeah. I've heard if you go watch that now, you get like more of an understanding of what everything means.
Oh, it's all real deep. Hey.
Yeah. I've heard like a lot about that. Like, yeah, you can go back, rewatch it, and be like, oh shit. Like, yeah, that was a good one.
Johnny Bravo was mad.
Johnny Bravo was fun. I just swear I know someone that like, or did know someone that looked like Johnny Bravo. Like, same kind of hair, like same kind of facial structure. You're like, how? How do you look like this?
I'm just trying. I feel like there's another one that's just like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't fucking remember it.
I used to watch like fucking some Jimmy Neutron and shit too when I was a kid.
Yeah. Is he like the little chubby?
He's like the little genius cunt with the big head.
Yeah.
I used to watch that sometimes when I was a kid. That was pretty cool. I think I had the movie. I used to watch it. Fucking pretty cool. He had like a robot dog and shit. He used to like shit fucking bolts and screws.
Oh, that's mad.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah, I like that one with Timmy Turner.
That one was actually like legitimately funny. You can still go back and watch. Oh, dude, the ultimate like crossover kids cartoon and adult cartoon, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, SpongeBob was a good one.
SpongeBob's still good, man. It's one of those shows that like you can go back and watch, and there's actual like there's jokes that are like for an older audience, but at the same point in time, like SpongeBob is just like I don't know, it just exists in its own like capacity. Like, you can just watch it as a kid and be like, this is fun, but you can just like watch it high as fuck and be like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Dude, the episode where fucking Squidward goes back in time.
I don't think I've seen it. I haven't watched a great deal, but I definitely.
Oh my fucking god! Like, just get real high and watch that. It is so fucking funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. Never done bad things in my life. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know if I really watched a whole heap of SpongeBob when I was young though. Was that on when we were young?
Nah, not like kids, but like probably when we were around like 8 to 10 kind of thing. It maybe started coming out.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's been around for a while.
I just remember like King of the Hill.
That was a fucking dope show too. Yeah.
That's another show that like you don't like as a kid. If you go back and watch it now, it's real fucking good.
Yeah, I was always like that.
Little Bobby.
Yeah. Little chunker.
You just remember that?
I need an adult. That's my purse.
That fucking Recess, School's Out, or whatever it was.
Fuck, I remember that show.
I didn't watch that one.
I didn't watch that one. Did you ever say like the Magic School Bus or whatever it was?
Yep, I remember that.
No, you're losing me now.
There's still something else I'm trying to think of that I can't fucking. Oh, Invader Zim.
No,
you never watched that?
I don't think so.
Really?
What can
That'd
I say?
Be right up your alley.
I feel like there's like a lot of things.
Avatar, the Airbender one.
I've never watched it.
No,
that's technically considered like a. What the fuck? What's the? That's the one.
I've seen the Stylebender. Maybe. I've seen him throw hands.
He's like a little bold guy with like a blue arrow down his head and shit.
Oh really? That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Is that why Israel got like a tattoo on his head?
Probably trying to be like him.
Well, I mean, he's the Stylebender.
Well, I think that's what was he? It was like the Avatar, the Last Airbender, or some shit like that.
Yeah. That's where he would have got his nickname from because he's like massive into the anime and everything.
Yeah.
Big fights this weekend, lads.
Huge fights this weekend.
We got Johnny Bones, Ian Gary, Shevchenko. That's Valentina. Shevchenko. Who the fuck else? I don't even know. Cyril Gahn, obviously, he's fighting John Jones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seen press conference today. It was pretty interesting. But we spoke about that in our other pod on Monday. If you guys want to go and check that out.
Oh, you can find it on YouTube. Eggplant Tornado Podcast.
But we should quickly finish the show with a little bit of rage here.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch that video the Griff sent to the group chat?
What?
No, he didn't. The tomato sauce one? No, he didn't. All right.
I think it was.
So
I don't have to fucking open that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's it. Legitimately, I didn't even open it. I can just imagine that he puts tomato sauce on everything, and that makes me violently angry.
I watched it up until he put it on cornflakes, and then I was like, nah, I'm out. I'm done.
Oh, fuck that. What did he put it on before that?
Butter chicken. Just everything. Like,
even that's annoying. Like, why?
Cornflakes was like the third one in, and I was like, nah, I'm done with this.
How long did the video go for?
A couple minutes, 2 minutes probably.
God, so it was just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, that's what I figured. If that's third, I don't need to see what's like 10th. You know what I mean? No one needs to see that.
No.
But yeah, that guy just needs to stop it. He needs to calm down. Check himself before he wrecks himself. Or maybe just stop checking yourself so then you like wreck yourself a little quicker. I don't know.
Yeah. One of the two.
He's literally just like covered it. I'm just watching it now. He literally just covered like a slice of pizza with tomato sauce.
Yeah, that's the start. It gets so much worse.
Then like covers butter chicken. Now he's covering cornflakes.
We're going to get a live reaction here.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's just ruining good food.
It's like a whole cup of tomato sauce straight over the top of a burger.
Oh, too much.
They put tomato sauce on like a cake.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he does terrible things.
No, he's Dunkin' block chocolate, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah. That's fuck, man.
He just eats it with a straight face.
Oh.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Fuck everything he stands for. Find a better sauce for one.
Yeah.
The tomatoes are alright on some stuff.
Good for a pie and a sausage roll and that.
I like barbecue on both of them still. Like I'm open to a change. You know what I mean? I'm open to try both.
But that's just too much.
Speaking about trying both, you can find us on Apple Music or Spotify. We're on both platforms. That's right. Eggplant Tornado Podcast. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Fucking everywhere, man. We're here, we're there, we're fucking over there, we're fucking wherever you need us to be.
You can't escape.
Think of us, we're there.
We'll be back Sunday.
We'll be back Monday with a regular upload. Oh, it might be Sunday night. It's probably like Monday midday kind of thing. Keep an eye out for audio services. They usually go up earlier, but yeah, we will be fucking talking about this shit on Sunday.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, get behind us. God bless. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Peace.